My name is Jason Forthe. I'm 40 years old. I've been diagnosed with multiple myeloma. Life was good for me. I had just built a new house. I just got married. I was a full-time firefighter with Quinte West, and I started getting chest pains. I went into the hospital and they took some x-rays. They basically said there was nothing wrong. My heart was good. I did a stress test. All was well. I left there thinking no problem. Set up an appointment with my family doctor to see if there was anything else. I asked if maybe they could do a CAT scan because these pains were continuing. She said that she could, but it would take a while going down the road. They had to do a process of elimination. So I said, okay, no problem. They gave me some painkillers to get me by. I continued my life, went to work, did everything, and I got chest pains started coming on really strong again. So I ended back up in the emergency department, and they did the same tests, x-rays. I said that there was a CAT scan scheduled. Is it possible to get it speeded up a bit? At the time they said no, and basically sent me home with painkillers again. Chest pains came on once more, and I really thought I was having a heart attack. I ended up back in the emergency department, and they again told me nothing was wrong with me. I carried on that weekend, and I had to lift a battery out of my daughter's car, and something popped in my back, and all the pain shifted from my chest to my back at this time. At the time, I'm not sure what's going on. Very nervous, very scared. I don't know if I'm having a heart attack or my back broke. 4 o'clock, and it was a doctor in the emergency department out telling me that I need to get back to the hospital as soon as possible. I asked him what was wrong. He said that they had found something on my CAT scan. At this time, I can see my wife's eyes tearing up, and I just had a incredible feeling of lost. I thought I didn't know what was about to come. We went into the emergency department, where I met my family doctor there, and she came in and to the room they had put us in, and she came in tears and said that my vertebrae was gone. That was the words that she used. I said, what do you mean it was gone? She says, there is no vertebrae in my back. My T5 vertebrae was gone. And she indicated that it was some sort of tumor. I asked if it was cancer, and she said it looks like it, but she doesn't know. So I laid in the emergency room for I think several days while they tried to get me a room in Kingston or get me to Kingston. The surgery was scheduled for Tuesday, I believe. Monday night, I woke up in the night screaming felt like lightning bolts going through my back and out my feet. I'm not sure exactly what happened. All I know is that the bones broke that were left for that vertebrae, therefore compressing my spinal cord. They rebuilt my back, removed the tumor, and at this point I guess I'm going to start treatments for the cancer that they believe it is. I think it was within the next day or so, a cancer doctor came and told me that it was multiple myeloma and that it was terminal. I had a whole mess of emotions. I was a mess. I didn't know whether I was coming or going. All I know is now I've come out of this surgery and I can't feel anything below my chest. I can look at my toes and I can wiggle them, but they don't move. They feel like they are, but they're not doing nothing. So now I'm dealing with this cancer that is multiple myeloma, as a terminal cancer. At this point, I'm paralyzed from the chest down, and I think about a day or two, yeah, it must have been 2 days, and I was moving my feet, or I felt like I was moving my feet. I just kept pushing them back and forth, but they weren't actually moving. So at one point I felt like I really did move my toe, and I asked my wife to look and see, did it, like I kept trying and we kept pushing, and eventually with the blanket laying over my toe, I was able to get the sheet to move a little bit. And as time went on, I started moving my feet more and more, and I think a lot of it was the medications and things like that. The doctors had said that it's possible that was the case. I continue to make my trips to Kingston for my chemotherapy once a week, and other appointments here and there. But the chemotherapy once a week, it seemed to be working well on the cancer, the doctors told me. It wasn't working well on my back or my bones for the healing part. The chemo drugs don't allow my back to heal. I have mysterious feelings coming and going. My feet sometimes feel like they're on fire. Sometimes they're being squeezed. Sometimes I can't feel them at all. So it's just a big mystery to me. All I do know is that every day something positive is happening. It's now a waiting game. I feel like I'm just in limbo. I don't know what my future holds because of the stem cell transplant. I believe that it's going to be positive. I hope that it's going to be positive. I'm going to do everything in my power to work through it. I believe with a lot of hard work moving forward that I will be able to walk again like everybody else, normal. I'll be able to sit normal like everybody else. I will be able to do the things that I used to be able to do. Someday I hope to be back to work. That's my life is the fire department. Next to my wife and family, I thoroughly enjoy what I do, and I would be lost without it.